So welcome, fellow Toastmasters of the VIC Toastmasters Club. This is our December XCOM meeting, and we are 5, so we have a quorum. I would like to hand over the control of the agenda for this meeting to Maria Teresa, who was so kind as to put something together. It's been quite a challenging start of the month for us out here in Cyberstorf. I didn't have any time. Nicole is just entering right now. Here she goes.
Okay,
So
Melanie, can you please enable screen sharing?
Yes.
Who's Vivian? Or Vivian, okay.
Bien, aquí, Nicole.
Okay, so let me try this out.
Hi, Nicole. We're just trying to get Maria Teresa to start sharing her screen.
I haven't done this in a while, so I forget. Oh, I see.
It's at the bottom.
Okay, do you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, these were the very wonderful minutes that were prepared by Gordana from our last meeting. So ordinarily in a business meeting, what you do is you go back and you look at your last minutes and see what you have done and see what you still need to do. So I think the first point on the agenda is the membership status. Ines, can I turn over to you?
Yes. Okay. I was trying to call Ishan to find out where he is. You know, people are so busy with meetings at the moment. So the membership status, we're doing very well. I think we have something like 33 members.
No, I'm sorry. We have 29.
According to the list I got, Maria Teresa, according to the list I got from Brigitte, we were counting 30.
No, 29. I checked Toastmasters International this morning.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Maybe she has not really enrolled everybody still in the Toastmasters International's list. I will check that. We have, in any case, the extra payment from 3 more members, actually 4.
Who are they, Ines?
These are, let me just put it in, Adot. And Adot is on home leave, and I was able to reach her. Ishan has paid. Voina, yesterday I spoke to her. She's enrolling again. And the 4th person is, what is the name of the lady who got the baby?
Pinar.
Pinar.
She's already paid. Yes. She's on the roster as a member.
Perfect. So.
Okay. But the problem is, and I think
let me, Maria Teresa, let me just explain what it is. I am then coordinating with Brigitte to find out what can we do to reinstate the people again who have been left out for whatever reasons. They got busy, they are traveling, etc. I understand it. We are, in general, we are doing quite well with our membership for 2021, 22. And that is my conclusion at the moment. I did what I could. And if we have, instead of the official list from Brigitte, 30 instead of 29, we will just figure that out. I will discuss it with her and coordinate it with her and let you know.
Okay, can I add a comment? How come we don't have a treasurer here at today's meeting?
Good question. I think I do not know whether it's working with Tom, because we really need a situation where payments need to be made, and I see that no follow-up has been done.
Well, I saw the last transaction was actually all of the transactions that have been done since July have been processed by Brigitte. So de facto, Brigitte is the treasurer, even though Tom is nominally our treasurer. I think that's something we have to have sorted out. On the other hand, I understand Brigitte at some point would like to give this up. So I think we should be grooming some new person to take over as treasurer as of July of next year. The other thing, Ines, is that if people pay into the bank account, that doesn't automatically get them registered with Toastmasters International. I believe the Toastmaster, or the treasurer, has to process them. And as soon as the payment is received, they go back on the club roster and then are full-fledged members again. That's
Yes,
my
of course.
understanding.
Yes, but that's not rocket science. It
Pardon
needs
me?
to be done. It needs to be done.
Maria Teresa, if I remember correctly, at the last meeting we had, Tom said that he was too busy to do the work and that he left it until when, I don't know, to Brigitte.
That's kind of what I understood, but I mean, things are not happening and we have to get somebody to react. Ines, I know you've put a lot of effort into it, but if the treasurer doesn't do their part of the job, it's not complete.
I think we need a new treasurer.
I agree with you. So the first point maybe for Gordana is we have to clarify the position of treasurer.
And I think we should not wait until next July.
I totally agree. We can't afford to. We can't afford to.
I'll go ahead and send an email to Tom and Brigitte privately and ask them what the situation is and how they think we should move forward. Because I still want to see, Brigitte says, let me just finish this year. She's the only one that has access to the bank account. So she has been doing everything and she CCs us every time she makes a payment.
I've discovered a place on Toastmasters International where I also can see that. And as I said before, she has done all of the financial transactions with Toastmasters International since July. Except for you, Melanie, with that special order. Okay, so have we clarified the membership? By the way, Ines, in your message, you say 21, 22. We have until the end of June for the Toastmaster calendar year. So I think we actually are in really good shape. And I see potentially many new members too. I think we can be very glad and can be very proud of the fact that in spite of in spite of COVID, we have not lost a considerable pocket of our membership. Again, to everybody's credit there. So let's go ahead with the Distinguished Club Program. I have a couple of points to make. Ines, Nicole, and myself attended both sessions of the corporate training. Unfortunately, we won't get points, but I found them personally very useful. I don't know what the impressions of the others. Nicole or Ines, would you like to comment?
I have a question. Why don't we get points? Because it's not included in
Because we needed 4. We needed 4 and we only had 3.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I think that this training was for me very useful. And I got to know, for example, the lady from Zurich better. I think she's an area director. And we were able to really exchange names also of club members who she would like to contact. For example, Otto Schwerer, as a long-time member, she wanted to get in touch with him. So it was very useful for the contacts. I think there were a couple of issues which I thought was, for example, let me just take one particular example. I asked also a question. This was about the presentation made by the gentleman from Portugal,
Tobias.
Tobias. And his word choice did not really jived with me, I must say.
Yeah, I thought it might, you know, Melanie, I think I told you, he's a bit of a, what he calls himself, badass. You know, and in our international community, particularly with diplomats,
Yeah.
that might not go over very well. But his message, I thought, was very good.
His message was good. Now, we know in communication, and we are a club where communication is the central issue, we really need to think about our word choice. And I would never really, I would say to you, I would say it among friends, but in a formal meeting like Toastmasters, I would not use the word or give a presentation on badass.
But Inez, what does this have to do with the XCOM right now? You just
Okay,
wanted to
this
make
is the
comments?
corporate training. This is the corporate training.
We
Perhaps,
get back on the agenda because we really do
Yeah.
have meetings in 45 minutes.
okay, all
Talk
right,
about-
let's get going
Can't go
on
through
that.
the same
Okay,
idea.
so where am I here? Let me move down. Let me
Excuse
try to
me,
find.
Melanie, you weren't there at the last meeting? The corporate training?
The corporate training, I'm so sorry. I had an issue when I came home. I was trying to get logged on
Okay,
and then family.
because you were there at the first one, right?
No,
Yeah,
Yes, she
The
was
first
there.
you weren't the
one.
first one. Yeah, but see, the problem is you have to go to both of them.
Oh,
I know.
okay, well,
It's just family got in the way, my
okay,
fault.
good, okay.
No. Family and work always have to be the first priority. Sorry. I mean, this is a volunteer organization. Anyway, let's move ahead. The feedback was provided to area director. I sent her a message. We were in contact. I thank Nicole for her feedback about the club days that Ivana needed to have something from us. Let's move straight ahead to our meetings in December. And this is crucial. Do we have a meeting a week from today in person or via Zoom? What's the consensus?
Let's
But it
take a
was-
vote on it because Gordana, who just spoke before, said that we are allowed to be if we're under 25. Do you all want to have it in person? Because it'll be the only time that we meet in December. Just show me a sign of hands.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I do too.
It's a good idea. Last meeting before the end of the year.
Okay,
put a
so
hand-
I can go ahead and say it's going to be an in-person. We don't expect the Austrian government to come up with anything now in the next couple of days. Going
Rena and
back,
Nicole, do you have an opinion? A vote?
Didn't we say it was going to be a Zoom meeting? Or did
no,
I-
we said it was
said
going
we
to be a
decided.
regular meeting.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so have we come to a decision?
I'm for meeting in person.
I
We
am
can
too.
always change it to go online, but we can't go back the other way because then people won't be.
I am for physical meeting at the.
Okay, so
neighbor
let's do it,
section.
Grace. Send it out as a physical meeting. It's already been booked. I actually booked every Tuesday, every other Tuesday for next year as well. Same room. It's already been booked as well. So
Okay, very
I'd like
good.
to use the room. If not, I
Very
have to
good.
write to MTBF, executive assistant, and have her cancel it. So let's keep it. What do you say, everyone?
The 14th?
Yes.
Okay, so let's carry on in that vein. I haven't put any meetings in Easy Speak for the new year. Should we stick to our pattern of having the first meeting of the month as in person and the second Zoom? Or should we aim to go totally in person?
Do 1 and 1 for now because we don't know what it's going to be in the new year. We
Okay,
can always change it again.
it's not quite so easy in Easy Speak. It's not quite so easy in Easy Speak, but I will. Okay. Okay, so the first meeting of the month is the in-person and the second is the Zoom meeting. Okay, sadly, we could not have this year an end of year party. Ines, would you like to comment on that?
Well, we have exchanged on the email some proposals, and the idea which we have is to take it to January probably in the second week of January when everybody is back from their leave. And I understand that also Tristan will be in Vienna at that time. I have already communicated to Jurest that we will not go ahead with it. Actually, it was supposed to be today. And the offer and everything still stands as it was negotiated as of, for the 7th of December. We have to send communication. We have to send an email, and a very nice email to the members. And I am sure that we should be able to get at least 20 to 25 people, having over 30 members at this time. And I think it's good. It's the beginning of the year, and everybody is then very motivated, I hope, and full of elan. And I hope that we really will be able to pull off a very nice meeting in the beginning of the year. So I would suggest that we have it, we don't have the date, maybe we could look at the date to be on the safe side now to see whether it's possible to have it in the second week, maybe the 10th of January, I do not know, the first Tuesday. I don't have the calendar with me.
Can you see my calendar?
Yeah, it would be better the second week, Inez. I'm away from the
I will be away too.
I would actually like to propose to do it more towards the end of January, that we could really work on a nice invitation, because that's going to be, I don't know what kind of an invitation, Ines, you envisage, but are we going to call it a beginning of year party, or are we going to call it special, blah, 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 blah? Is it going to have a special theme?
We need to prepare that. But
yeah, and we need to see what's going on. If we're allowed to have the event, then we'll tie it into whatever season it is. Because if we give it a name now, Inez, and it's not the a beginning of the year, it's more of a spring event, spring fling, so to say.
Yeah, we should not. I don't think
Tristan's in town. I want to say on the, I think the 13th or the 14th. I'm not sure. So
yeah, I think we should not have it at the end, towards the end of January. I don't think it's a bit too late.
Well, the only problem is everybody's going to be tied up with Christmas and New Year's until the first week of January. So we have to give people enough time to respond and put it on their calendars. That was my only concern.
Melanie, you will not be around in the second week?
I would be available probably that. Yeah, I mean, I just wouldn't be around the 10th, 11th, or 12th, but I'm available as of 13th, 14th, anytime after the 13th, 14th.
Let's take a date now and work around that.
Because second Tuesday is 11th of January.
Perfect. I think it is. Is
But
Tristan
I thought we said we're waiting for Tristan on the 13th.
Yeah, I mean, I could send an email, or somebody could send an email to him, but I think he has to have all his equipment back because to the agency around 13th, 14th, 15th. I don't know. I can ask. I'll send an SMS.
At the other hand, should we organize it around the availability of Tristan? No, not really.
Why? No, it's for the new.
No,
it's for the
I
current
think we
members.
should
He's
not do
even a
it.
member anymore.
No, I don't. It's nice to have him, and I would love to have him around. But we have members to cater for and to work with.
Don't worry about him. I know he was coming back to town to drop off his equipment. I heard through the grapevine, through Helen, who works with him in MTBF. But he wouldn't come till the end of the week, she said. And I mean, the smack dead middle of the month that everybody's for sure back from vacation would be probably by the end of the week. No, everybody's back by the. But you like to have it always on a Tuesday? What are you guys thinking?
No,
I think we should. I would suggest to have it for the members on a Tuesday.
Yeah, but not when we have a meeting. So we would have a meeting on the 11th and the 25th of January. What about the 18th of January?
But can't we have, instead of a meeting on the 11th, have then the special event?
Yeah, I'm definitely not. You can definitely do it. I don't need to be here. I'm just not there.
I'm not. I won't be there either. But you don't need me either.
So I could be available as of the 13th. And if
The
we're
thing
doing it on
is,
Tuesday,
Okay.
if we are moving towards Christmas, where I guess a lot of us are going to be very busy, and if we are to have a special lunch, we have to prepare somehow. Or do you think we don't need to prepare? We just have
We need to
lunch,
prepare
that's
it. We need to prepare
So
it.
the first week of January, I guess a lot of people are, the schools are still closed. You have the 6th, which is a holiday. For me, it's a bit too close, but it's up to you. I won't be here, so you decide what you want to do.
But we would like to have you, Nicole.
Yeah, but I won't be, I can't be.
we do it on the 18th.
I could be here on the 18th, but not on the 11th.
Could I
Okay,
propose?
let's
I
go
pro-
for the 18th.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go for the 18. That's the third week. It's not.
Let's go for the 18th.
Melanie, you're on the 18th?
I'm here.
Okay, and Nicole, you're here, right?
I am here.
Okay, so who's going to prepare the invitation?
We have the
Thank you so
text, basic text already, which I had sent to Melanie, and
Yeah.
Melanie and I could work out something. That's okay. That's doable.
So the date is now fixed 18th January.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the New Year event, we'll call it.
Okay.
So we can announce it to the members next week in person and
Mhm.
send out the invitation and see who signs up, say same place, same menu, same price.
I have
23.
proposed that we had a kind of game, but I don't want to go over this again because I sent you an email about it. So some sort of special,
Yeah.
which would not be a speech or anything like that,
Mm-mm.
but where people could win something, but very little things. I mean, just token things. And we had done that once already.
Yeah, we have done really very nice programs. Nicole, I would suggest to leave the content of the meeting
The entertainment.
for the time, the entertainment part for the time being, because we will have time. If it is the 18th, we will have time, and it should not be.
Okay.
And let's sort of move on other
Okay, good.
issues.
Yep.
Okay, have we
Okay.
clarified everything there?
Yeah,
Yep.
So we have a date, we have people working on an invitation. Okay, fine, great. Let's move on to the next thing, mentoring program. I personally am very disappointed. On the 29th of October, I sent a message to 36 members. We were 36 members at the time. Out of 36 members, I only had 8 replies. I had asked people whether they were willing to be a mentor, whether they needed a mentor, whether they had a mentor. And I at least have identified the people that need mentors, or let me clarify who already has somebody as their mentor. Gabi indicated to me that Nicole was her mentor, correct, Nicole?
Yeah.
Monica would like to have a mentor. Would you be willing?
You're talking to whom?
Which Monica?
There's only one Monica at the moment, Monica Almayer.
And she wanted to have a mentor.
She
Sure.
wanted to have a mentor, yes.
Monica?
Yep.
Well, she's been a member for years.
Well, that doesn't mean you don't. I mean, I could use a mentor and I never see Otto Schwerer.
Okay.
Sorry. That doesn't mean that you don't need a mentor just because you've been in the club a long time. My question, Nicole, are you willing to mentor Monica?
Yeah, but I also have Vincent, the French guy.
Benjamin.
Benjamin, sorry, Benjamin.
Okay, if you don't want to mentor Monica, let me know. Say it right now.
Well, I'd rather not have 3. I
Okay.
have 2 already.
Okay. All right. According to Karen, Inez, you were her mentor. I have Adriana and Melanie. Gordana has Melanie. Judith is not sure who her mentor is.
Judith, Lily. Lily is her
Yeah,
mentor.
but if she sent me an email, she doesn't know who it is. This is not a good sign.
Okay, sorry. Lily has to communicate that to Judith, and last time we had agreed upon that. I will contact Lily about that.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I have identified the people that really need mentors are Tatiana, Alma, Stephanie, and Pinar. Melanie, are you going to do Pinar?
I have written to her a few times, but with the new baby and stuff, I don't know if she's very active. She'll come once in a while, and so we have written before she had a speech that she gave. But other than that, yeah, I mean, she's on my list, her and Gordana. But actively seeing her is going to be difficult, so I'll keep in
Okay,
touch
no,
with
my
her.
only point is if we have
I stay with
paying
her.
members, I think we have to look after them. I mean, no
Yeah,
matter what
and-
their status is, we should at least offer. If they don't
Yeah,
have
we
the
touch
time,
base with them is enough. I don't want to go overboard and,
yeah, okay, all
mentoring is
right,
it's not like we're students and teachers, it's
okay,
just
fine.
Excuse
reaching out
me.
before they give them.
Sorry, I'm going back to what you said. Gabriella is in Geneva, right?
Correct.
But I had another mentee who was Jessica, and I wrote to her several times. And the thing is, it's a two-way process. I'm
agree.
willing to spend time, but I wrote to Jessica several times, and she said, well, she didn't have time, but then she would give a speech later on, and later on was the end of the year. This year, I haven't heard from her. And
She was on
she's
duty
still a member?
travel. She was very
Yeah,
often
I
away.
know, but
Is she still a member?
do you have?
She is a member.
Do you have her on your list, Maria Teresa, Jessica, or you don't?
I do. You know, this is
Then I have
tricky.
three. That means I have three persons.
Okay. The other thing, I was very disappointed. I had asked people if they also wanted to be mentors, and I didn't have much response on that except for Melissa, who said no. And I said, what a shame. She would have been a wonderful mentor, but she time-wise can't do it. So we have to identify people who are willing to stand as mentors, people who need mentors, and people who already have them. I will try to keep the list in Easy Speak updated, but I think we have to provide to our members a service. Nicole, if she doesn't get back to you, you can't do a thing about it, but at least you've tried. At least we've offered the possibility. Okay, so Melanie, do you have any comments on the Zoom issues?
Zoom is great now. The recording of the meetings, Lily's gotten everything up to date. If you all look at the past meetings.
No, that's not my point. I don't think that was the point. I think was, do you have a backup to set up a Zoom meeting?
Not yet, but it's okay. I mean, as long as I can do it, I can do it. Backup will be there when I'm not here. Let's leave
Okay.
it for now. I don't want to put any pressure on anybody until we get to the new year. I can handle right up until the first meeting in January, and then I'll look for a backup.
Okay, super. Okay, recording meetings. Okay, so you've already addressed the next point. Lily and Melanie are working on it, and I think we have it under control, huh?
I have a question. The recordings from the Toastmasters meetings, normally we get a link. We got always a link. Where is this link being posted?
It's on Easy Speak. It's on
It's
Easy
on
Speak.
Easy Speak. Okay, good, thanks.
Certainly. Okay, we're actually doing pretty well. It's only 12:32. I don't believe it. Let's move ahead to the next point, the Gmail account. What's going on there with Gordana and Nicole?
Well, ask Gordana. Ask Gordana whether she got any further with this, because there was an exchange of mails between her and me.
Can you hear me? Yes, I don't know. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I tried to log in a couple of times and I can't because it's always asking me for another. I don't know who that is. It might be Rena. I think Nicole mentioned that it's maybe Rena's phone on it. So it goes to somebody else for approval. And I think this is a two, how do they call it? Two key verification to enter. And I think it might be only the first time because it comes from a new device. So once I save that, maybe I will be able to connect without problem. So without it, I cannot log in. So maybe Rena, if that's, I don't know whose contact it is. I think Nicole
She has the phone. Rena has the
Yeah,
phone now.
okay,
So you have to see with her.
So maybe we can meet with Rina in person and figure this out.
Which phone are you talking about?
The club phone, the one I
The
gave,
club phone.
the
The
one I
club
gave
phone
you.
I give it to Maria Teresa.
No, Rina. Maria Teresa had the phone, and I went to your office to give
Yeah.
you the phone back. I left it on your desk because
Yeah.
you were out, so you have it. And you even told me that your colleague was there, and I left it there because I couldn't wait for you. And she said yes, and then you did tell me that you had the phone.
Yeah, I got the phone, but that is to give it to Maria Teresa.
No,
Well,
Maria
what about,
Teresa
I
gave
think
it
Lily
back
may
to
have
me.
it, guys. I really do think Lily has it. You can ask her
Lily?
right now. She's coming in. Lily, she's coming into the meeting. I think she has
Maria
it for some
Teresa, you
reason.
don't have it, do you?
Of course not. I gave it to you in the coffee house
Yeah,
months ago,
Right.
ago.
right. And I gave it to Rina. I gave it to you, Rina. So I don't know whom you
Let's
gave it,
ask Lily.
to,
Let's
but I
ask
gave it to
Lily.
you.
Lily,
Lily.
hi.
Oh, I gave it to someone, but I don't
Lily, I
remember.
think you gave it to Lily.
What are you
I
talking
don't
about?
remember, but I gave it to someone. That I know.
Lily, do you have the phone?
The phone? No.
What happened to
I
the
thought
phone?
Nicole had it.
This is great. It's really cute.
Wait,
We're
but
like,
is
when
it
do
an
we-
actual
Yeah, no, we
phone
don't have a
device
request phone.
or yeah?
Didn't somebody want the phone to verify something on the Gmail account?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
to
it.
log in.
But I gave it
And
to
Nicole
Rina
said, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. And then?
so that it stayed in the UN and that we could
Okay,
have
maybe then
access
it is
to
in
it.
the cupboard. I don't know.
Oh, where did you put it then? Because you must have put it somewhere.
But my impression was that the phone. Okay, I have to check.
Okay, maybe we can. I heard that we have somewhere in whatever floor we have an area with our stuff. So maybe we can. I can go and check. You can just let me know.
No,
when.
I have the key. I will go and
Yeah.
check. But the phone I found on my table, I gave to someone. I handed over to someone.
Okay, we'll find it.
All right.
We'll call the
Okay.
number and find it.
I'll bet it's in the cabinet. If you call it, I'm
Actually, it'll
sure
be
the battery's
back
dead.
Lily,
Exactly.
can I
Whoever
ask
finds
Lily?
the phone should contact me, and we get in touch so that we can figure this out with the email.
Okay. All right.
Lily, are you here? I don't see you. Are you here?
Yeah, Lily's
here.
there.
Yeah, I need to ask a question. What is the purpose of the Gmail account?
To have a central storage of all of our correspondence and anything else that we want to store there. It's also the place where we can store all of our photos and videos and attach the YouTube account to it for the posting the videos.
Okay. Okay, because I was asked at some point to start using it, and I have, but I kind of wonder what the purpose of it is. I mean, if I get a query from somebody about the club, I usually respond within a reasonable period of time, and I put my answer up on the Gmail. But then what happens to it afterwards? I mean, some of the things stay in the inbox and some of them disappear.
No. They don't disappear. They're stored. I store them. I don't leave them on.
Well, excuse me, I meant disappear in the fact that I don't know where they are. I can't locate them maybe easily. That's what I meant by disappear.
Then my answer was that I go regularly to the Gmail account because it's a common account, and I put the queries under queries, and you yourself created a folder, and everything before 2018 was put under archive. And the other thing that there is this Gmail account is linked to the drive, and in the drive there are a number of documents in there. Some of them are not so useful, some of them we might want to keep. And this is why the Gmail is also useful. And I think, but Lily, tell me if I'm wrong, that on the website, the account, the Gmail account, which is mentioned, is that Gmail account. If people want to inquire about the club or want to get in touch with us, they get through that email. Isn't that right, Lily?
point is that it's one contact because the president changes every year, and the Gmail was one address that we could have for the club that stays with the club. And the point of the phone was the same, that it's one number that stays with the club that identifies the club. So the Gmail is the identity of VIC Toastmaster.
Yeah, that's how I also
As
saw.
Nicole said, also it's connected to the drive, which means that we have a storage, virtual storage where we put our folders. So these two are interconnected. We cannot have one without the other.
Okay.
Okay, any other points concerning the Gmail account? I think the main issue is we have to find the phone.
Exactly. I am a little bit puzzled with this phone. Okay,
We'll
I know
find
for a fact I'm innocent. I do not have it. I met
Let's
with
check the
Nicole and
cabinet.
gave it to
Let's check the
Nicole
cabinet,
months
right?
ago, months.
We
So
will
we
find
need-
it. We will
We
find the
need
phone.
Agatha Christie. We need Agatha Christie to solve the mystery.
We'll find
Okay,
the phone.
let's move to the next point. Do we have any other business? I do, but let me be the others. Madam President, do you have any other business?
I'm just hoping that some of our XCOM members sign up to give speeches. We have to set the example. I know I'm not going to call any names out, but some of you haven't even done an icebreaker. And as you guys have got to get in pathways. It's so much better for our new members
Yes.
if they see some of us getting up
You're
there.
right.
Just please, you're so good at all the other roles, but I've never heard you give a speech, and I've been with the club since 2019. So hint,
Okay.
icebreaker. I want to know who you are, Inez.
I will.
That's all I have to say.
2020.
I have to, yeah. Okay.
Okay, anything else, Melanie? Anything else? Can I also encourage, and I notice some people are getting better, can I also encourage you please to sign up on Easy Speak? I agree with Melanie. I think we have to lead by example. And if we don't do it, and I'm talking about even people like Tom or Brigitte or whoever, I think if you're not going to come to a meeting or if you don't know, it's just a click. Tentative, no, yes. It's not rocket science. Okay. Next person, Ines, any points?
Yes, I have two things, but before that, Lily is with us now. Lily, could you please communicate to Judith that you are her mentor, because there were some unclear issues about it. So if you could, because I remember last time we had talked about it, isn't it, Lily?
I wrote to her and she wrote back and she was busy and I think she wanted to start next year. But let me find the mail. I don't remember now exactly the
Well,
details.
she sent me a message saying she was confused and she didn't know who her mentor was.
Okay.
When was that?
That
When was
was
that?
already in October.
Since then I wrote to her and she wrote back and I wrote to her on the 17th of November and I've got the responses here now. She wrote back to me after that and I believe the message was private message. So where to find that is the question now. She sent me a message in response to that and so I can write back to her again, but I think that as far as I remember, she said she would have time from next year, that she didn't have time.
Okay, so it's clarified.
Yeah, fair enough.
In any case, I have two things. One is the success plan, which is
We don't have one. We don't have one.
We have a draft. We have a draft which Nicole worked on actually before also Tristan left, and it comes in these officers trainings. It comes every time again on the table where people say, yes, we have finalized our success plan, etc. I know it was an issue, but I thought we had in the previous meetings we had solved it. We have a draft, and I would suggest that we looked at it. We can look at it in the next meeting in January to have something at least, because it has been going back and forth, and it's a pity because a lot of people worked on it. That is one point I wanted to make. The second thing is communication style with our members. I feel that we really need to really give a very positive image of the club as much as we can, because we have all new members. They are full of expectations. They, of course, in a mentorship program, they are getting also the messages we ought to give to them. But I think in general, in meetings or in email communications, I really would press a bit. I use the word on purpose. I'm using the word press for a positive communication style, which is motivating the people, motivating especially the new members and the young members. And I'm trying to do it from my side in any case. That's the point I wanted to make.
Okay, so
Thank you.
Nicole, you have issues, you'd like to bring up something?
Yes, I would like to say three things very shortly. The first one is I have 2 speeches to give to finish level 5, which I want to finish before June. So I will give a speech sometime in January or February. The second thing is I saw in red that you put my name with area director, and I think I had told you that I am not interested in being an area director. I think make it clear.
Can you please repeat that? I didn't catch that.
I saw in the agenda that you had put my name with area director ? Beside it.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, that was Ivana. Ivana.
Oh, well, somebody had put
Ivana.
my name with area director ?
No way, no chance.
Right? And I had said that I don't have time to be area director, at least not this year. The third thing, going back to what Ines was saying, I was prepared to organize a workshop next year. And I think that could be interesting for the new members. I will send you 2 proposals of workshops, but then we have to work on them, taking into account the fact that the workshop would maybe have to take place before March, because after March, we're going to go slowly but surely in the direction of the conference, and which is going to be, I know I repeat myself, but which is going to take place in Vienna, and we might be asked to take part in the organization. So that's going to make us a bit busy. But that's my proposal, a workshop before March.
That sounds great. That sounds super. By the way, do you see my screen now with the Distinguished Club program on the screen?
No.
No, okay, let me get
notes,
that.
my notes from last time.
Just a second.
Nicole, I really like the idea of the workshop, and if I can be of any help, let me know.
Oh, you will definitely have to help me, that's for sure.
Sure.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, I'll send 2 proposals, or at least 1.
Okay, I think what reminded this, when Nicole said she was going to finish level 5, we will get points for that particular thing. And we would reach then again another goal, which is really good. I think it's possible for us to manage out of the 9. I think we should manage at least 7. And with any luck at all, we might be able to manage the 9. Do other people know how to look at the Distinguished Club program on Toastmasters International?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
All right, so I go out of screen sharing. And back, I think we've covered basically everything we wanted to discuss. So, oh no, I beg your pardon. Gordana, do you have anything you'd like to bring up?
No, I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Well, I have to find the phone now. This is my headache now.
Yes, Rena, we get Agatha Christie to come and discover the mystery
No,
of
I
the
have to
missing.
find out where the phone is. Okay.
But besides the phone, what else? Maybe there is another email. I think there's also an email. I just have to check which email is it that's connected to it. There must be something else that's besides the phone, but we have to find the phone anyway. So.
Mm-hmm.
Gordana, I could send you the password because I got that ages ago, I think, from Lily. If that would maybe help you.
I have the password and
Yeah, but-
login information. It just still asks because it's a new, it's a new device. So that is.
It's a security. It's a
That's
security. When
Okay.
you use a new device, you have to give that number that comes on the phone the first time.
Make sure you're.
Yeah.
Okay,
And the
so,
email account is our Gmail account. It's our Gmail account that's attached to the club phone. That was the whole point. The phone and the Gmail are the identity of the club.
okay, so
But-
Lily, do you,
So to the lost and found, because if you gave it to someone and maybe they didn't know whose it was, it could have ended up at lost and found.
Lily, do you have any points you'd like to bring to the discussion?
I just wanted to let you know that I wrote to Gunther Herold when I found that Ivona was our area director and nobody knew anything about it. And then I realized on Easy Speak that a lot of stuff had not been put in there. So I am now the Easy Speak support on the district level. And I have added the 3 area directors whose names I received. One area is now without a director, I think you're F1. And I'm open for anything else that anybody needs support on Easy Speak on that level.
Thank you very much. That's very welcome news. I was looking to find the area director for our area F2, and I found the Philip that was involved with the area conference. He was the person that was listed as area director.
No, there was no one there. There's the
Well, when
immediate
I looked at a month or so ago, he was there, not Ivana. Anyway,
No, I wasn't there. I just put her in today.
oh, okay.
And the area was blank. And the past area, Martina Ganza was our area director from last year. It's only Martina was there, and now I've added Ivana. But anybody else? For example, when I was area director, I also had support, and I had 2 people. Alois was my deputy, and his name was on there. And when I was area director, I got the award for our division as the top area director for the whole division out of 109 clubs or something like that. And, you know, people ask me, how did you do it? And I don't know, but I would definitely say I had a team that supported me, and that's definitely something worthwhile, and the teamwork is very important.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, I have 2 points. What are we going to do about people like Alois and Otto and Simon? They're paying members, but they never come. We never see them. Does anybody have any ideas on that?
I think Otto said he was very busy learning
Yeah,
Japanese. I don't know what.
Course at exactly that time. He's got his university course in music at exactly the same time as our Toastmasters meeting. Alois is on my heart. I'm thinking about him. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Oh,
And I think he feels a little bit vulnerable because of forgetfulness, you know, maybe oncoming Alzheimer's. So I'm really thinking, wow, if I can reach out to him somehow personally, I'm going to do that. And definitely tomorrow on his birthday.
That's really nice. Does anybody know Simon?
Who is Simon?
Yeah, I haven't seen the gentleman. He pays faithfully, but I never see him.
He is an advanced Toastmaster. He was in the OSCE club and he just started working at the UN about a year ago. And so he decided to join the club. He turned up once or twice to him. And then, of course, with Corona, he, maybe he just needs a little bit more connection somehow. It's not so easy if you haven't got the connection, but if he's on the mailing list, he should be getting the information and the invitation.
Lily, he's a paying member. He pays every term, but doesn't show up.
Can we send a special invitation to them for next week's meeting, especially for these 3 people, and see what comes out of it?
They get a message anyway because they get Ines. They get a message anyway from Easy Speak because they're members.
Maybe a more personal one, though.
A personal one.
Okay, to whom? To whom should it be sent?
To
Otto?
To Otto and to Simon.
And forgetting Alois?
no.
Alois? Nee.
Alois?
Alois,
Alois on his birthday. That should do it.
Alois, Otto, and Simon.
A special one for them.
Yes, I think, you know, some people need a push. Okay, that is That's how they function sometimes. Okay, Otto has, of course, organizational issues because he has to sort of balance between Toastmasters and the university. But maybe let's give it a chance.
Okay, they get invitations to every single meeting because they're members. They're full-fledged paying members. Okay. We're going to have an issue with Suman on the 14th because it's,
Sorry.
go ahead.
No, just to Lily or Melanie, I feel sorry for Alois. So can we send a message, maybe Melanie as the president, from the XCOM for his birthday, a special message to him?
Definitely. I'll look for his number and I'll see if he's in the group. In the XCOM group. Let's see. He's not in our group anymore. I think he actually took himself out of the XCOM group.
I have his number. Melanie, I have his number. I can send it to you by email. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
So in the name of the XCOM.
I'll do that, and then Lily will do it, and then he'll feel a little extra love. We'll invite him to come into the VIC on Tuesday, the 14th. And Maria Teresa, other than that, I mean, you really can't force people. It's just the way it is. They lose interest. Amazing, they still pay, because we know that the members that left and don't pay. But if they pay, it's strange to me that they don't want to come. So maybe they just want to keep it on their personal history.
Okay, so you still want me to send a special invitation to Otto,
Yes.
Simon, and Alois about our in-person meeting next week?
Yeah. And then we got to wrap it up because I have 5 minutes to get prepared for the next meeting. So does anyone else have anything?
I have one thing. I think we should start about succession planning in January. Who's doing what in the next Toastmaster year?
You got it. Add that
And we
down.
should definitely clarify Brigitte as treasurer and Tom. That really needs to be sorted out because we're suffering now. We're not sort of, on the ball with that.
Okay.
By the way, about Simon, I just checked. He is in the Beyond Club, Vienna, which is an online club that David Corcoran grounded, and he is the vice president membership. So it's not that he's not active; it's just he's.
Well, he's not active with us. He's not active with us.
But the people still want to be associated with a VIC Toastmasters club because they know it's fun. They know they have a lot of fun.
Okay, I'm going to email Brigitte and Tom. Okay, I'll take care of that. And I'll email Alois to say happy birthday or text him or something.
Melanie, I will send you Alois' mobile number and I will look for the phone. Okay?
Okay. And then we see each other in person next Tuesday, everyone. Okay?
Next Tuesday.
And sign up for roles. There's not much going on the agenda. And sign up to come, please. Please.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Safe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Melanie? Bye.